Next Gen. For our finalists, so the format for today is two semi-finals. We'll be on 13, 14, 15 and 16. Best of 2 games, Baker. The winner of each match will go through to the final. It'll be a 2-game final. And I'll be crowned the inaugural TPL Next Gen champion. So without further ado, we will nice round introduction for our semi-finalists. On lane 13, Sophie Jones, Isabel Warwalk, and Blade Christensen. On lane 14, Version will be Cruz Craven, Clayton Kwan, and B. Plate. Lane 15 will be Vanessa Hannigan, Tyler Clarkson, and Levi Greenhill. And on lane 16, North Queensland contingent again, Sophie Greaves, Emily Starkey, and Lachlan Hembrow. You think they're trying to suck up to Ryan while we're there, aren't they? How many coat? Righto, so we'll get players, lanes on the island for a couple of minutes warm up, and then we'll be back and we'll hand you over to commentators on the live stream, which will be Morgan, our new junior MTS manager, Morgan James. Most of you know Morgan, and the superstar commentator expert, bowler extraordinaire, Nicholas Ratchkovic. So we'll hand it over to shortly. We have a couple of comments in commentary. I'm sure at some point they may even get our new CEO, Ryan Eckert, into the commentary for a few minutes as well. I'm sure he'll love to be a special guest. So on that, welcome to, obviously on that note, welcome to Ryan, our CEO. So everybody will play with Ryan, so welcome. We also have some special guests with some state and territory representatives, the legend of Queensland, Gail Torrens, that guy from Tasmania that keeps coming back, Hayden George, and the legendary Victorians and outgoing NTS managers for the last, we'll say decade plus enough, is Jamie and Dick Tack. So welcome. Special guest from Melbourne. So, okay, players, you're running on for practice, and then we'll be back and get you on for play. Thank you.
Hello everyone at home. Welcome obviously to the live stream of the TPL Next Gen Final Four. So my name is Morgan James. I am the newly appointed NTS 18 manager, and I'm with Nick Rakvik from Victoria.
Junior NTS member.
Well, so welcome to the live stream, guys. We've got everyone on practice at the minute. So, Nick, you bowled yesterday and today, correct?
Yes, but I didn't bowl in this event.
Okay.
I'm just seeing what this generation comes up with and let them all have a chance to have a bowl. Take it out.
Awesome. So some of the people that are bowling today are also NTS 18 members, so some of your fellow teammates. Do you want to introduce some of them in particular?
First of all, we have a couple of girls in the top 4. So we got Sophie Jones that's bowling in SIB. Then we got Vanessa Hannigan in LTV. We also have one junior boy bowler, Blade Hamilton Christensen, bowling in SIB. And hopefully it'll be a fun matchup to see who comes out on top.
This one definitely seems like a bit of a fun event with it being in the Baker format. Starting to become a little bit more popular globally. I think there's a big college scene going on. Well, Baker's been in college bowling in the US for many, many years now. And we're seeing a few more of our athletes looking into college bowling, and some of our players like Blake Walsh, for example, is off to Mount Mercy next year. So it's kind of fun and cool to see that we're introducing this format into our national events, essentially. So, Nick, curious to know, out of the 4 teams that are here today, who do you think may be in the strongest contention? I know SIB with Sophie, Isabel and Blade were really strong in the qualifying contingent. Do you think they will potentially reign supreme in this Final Four format?
I reckon those 3 individuals, super talented, I reckon they will take it out. I would also pay attention to SEL, Lachlan, Sophie and M on lane 16. I'll definitely be seeing them a lot and probably be in contention as well and seeing them in the top 2.
And there's no doubt all bowlers here today are extremely talented, and we're really excited to see what happens post practice. I have a feeling practice may be settling down soon. Oh, we've got 1 minute left of practice, so we'll just take a little bit of a break whilst they finish up, so you can continue seeing how people are warming up nicely, and we'll get cracking into more commentary when the games start.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be an absolute hell of a ride and great Final Four to watch.
Lanes are now on for play. We're back in high scoring. Just a reminder, 2-game semi-final, total pin for over 2 games. We know the lane change, we stay on that lane for both games to constitute the match. And we'll go straight into the final, they won't be any warm-up. So we'll hand you over to in the next couple of minutes. The commentators, Nick Ratchford and Morgan Jones, will keep you entertained for the next half hour or so. Thank you very much. Good luck, guys.
Okay, so the semi-final now begins. We've got 2 games. 2 games?
2 games of total pinfall, highest out of the 2 matches. We'll go into final 2 and take out the inaugural TPL Next Gen tournament. Good shot by Lachlan here. We've got Clayton. Comes a bit light, lucky to get the ape in. Isabel Warwalk. It's a bit of a misjudge. Then we got Team LTV starting off hot with a strike as well.
Beautiful strike from Vanessa.
Unlucky break by Blade.
Solid 8 pin.
Got a nice strike by KBC. Oh, wonderful strike by LTV. Blade picking up his 8 pin.
LTV is off to a hot start at the minute.
Yeah, very hot.
I feel like the key to winning Baker format is to make sure that you're sparing. I think it's great seeing LTV with a double to start off with, but keeping those frames closed, I think, are going to be the biggest difference between those that make it through and those that miss out.
Yeah, totally agree. Spares win games. That's going to be in the... Yes, you can strike, but spares are the main thing. Solid conversion by Sophie. Great shot by Isabel. Just unlucky to lose that 9 pin. We got a nice strike from Lachlan. Crowd hyping everyone up. Love to see it in junior sport. Good shot by Vanessa. LTV take off to a hot lead.
It looks like LTV are unstoppable at the minute.
They're pretty well equipped right now, I think. Definitely very hot.
We've got our first strike from Blade and SIB.
Reaching halfway through the game now. Scores are looking really tight altogether. Good shot by LTV, just unlucky to leave that 4 pin. That's a push. Good shot by Lachlan, tripping the 4 pin out. Lucky to get that good break.
I think we've got a bit of a fan favourite here with Lachlan. Crowd's going wild for him.
Yeah, everyone seems to love Lachlan here. Nice strike by Clayton for KBC. quick score update. We have SIB on 112 working on a spare in a 7th frame. We got KCB working on trying to get their spare right now in the 8th frame at 146. With LTV in the 7th frame we have 133, and Team SEL are working on a double right now, hoping to get that free bagger, a turkey, and hopefully to even up the score a little bit with a, say after the 8th frame, got a 131, so we've got a pretty tight matchup between between these two matches. Good strong showing by KBC. Definitely a team to watch out in the future, that's for sure.
9 frames in and they're completely clean, all spares and strikes. Whoa!
Here we go by LTV, picking up the 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Solid conversion that puts them back right in front and keeps them in contention. We've got a pretty close match between SIB and KBC, with both maxing out. KBC can max out for a 218, while SIB just unfortunate break. Here we have Vanessa from LTV stepping up to the plate, hoping to bag out for the attempt to maximize all pins and take a really good lead. And she does that with the first one.
1 down, 2 to go. So we've got 176 from SIB as their final score for game 1.
Good shot by Vanessa. They have Clayton sparing the 1, 2, 8, 10. KCB final score of a 204, taking a 28 pin head start into game 2. If SIB have any chance, they must spare. That's one crucial part.
And a 3rd strike from Vanessa. Great finish for LTV with a, it's going to come up as 213. There we go. Final score for LTV is 213.
Good Brooklyn by Lachlan. Final score for SEL 180. LTV take a 33 pin head start into game 2. We have SIB and KBC both leaving the end pins into first frame into game 2. Good spare by Blade. Try and put him in contention. Nice spare by KBC. Gaining it, making their lead even bigger. Good shot by LTV, starting off hot with a strike. Nice shot by SIB. To put them back in contention for game 2.
Unfortunate split to start the game for SCL.
We have a nice shot by SIB trying to regain all the pins that they lost in game 1, I'm sorry.
If they keep this up, SIB could get close to snagging and taking the win, but they need to make sure they stay on top of their sparing and keeping things closed. I think KBC is going to give them a really good run for their money.
Yeah, love to see that happen with all the young guns in case BC. Definitely love to see that happen. Good shot by SEL. We have a good shot from SIB. They got a turkey in the 4th frame. Good break by LTV, and then leaving the 4-7. We have SIB on a 4-bagger now. Nice spare by LTV. Putting it further into the lead now. Good spare by KBC. Trying to regain those pins they lost in game 2 now to climb up and rise to the top. Yeah, SIB are now on a 5-bagger. Cruising to this game now. Caught up all the pins they lost in game 1.
Feel like they've settled a bit into a groove.
Oh, that's for sure. They finally know what they're doing now and they're buckling down.
SIB are really putting on a show right now. It's really great to see.
Definitely love to see it here, showing the young guns. Nice shot by SIB. They're now on a 7-bagger and cruising through. Score update, SIB, 8 frame, we're on 200. They're working on a 7-bagger. We have KBC. Working on a spare with their 10 pin right now, and the 5th frame is 72.
That's 8 in a row now from SIB.
Good shot by LTV. We now have a double, 7 frame. Frame there on a 116 on a double. Total overall that LTV have is 329. Current total overall for SEL, 244. Looking at it, LTV is running away with this.
So Blade's taking the 10th shot for SIB at the minute. We're now on 9 strikes in a row for those guys. It's very exciting to see. I'm hoping for a 290 this game. Let's see if they can do it.
Let's see it. Love to see it though. Current score update, total pinfall over game 1 and current game 2 now. If SIB second shot 10 frame now, we're on 436, and then KBC on the 7th frame with a total overall of a 295. I'm pretty sure SIB's got this in the bag. Another good shot by Blade.
10 in a row now for SIB, working on a possible 290. This is really, really exciting.
Good shot by Sophie from SEL on a turkey now. Good spare by LTV in the 10th frame. A field shot to go to maximise potential pins. Great shot by Blade, a lovely 290 game.
That's an incredible game from Sophie, Isabel and Blade. 290, give themselves 11 in a row, 9 spare 11 in a row, yes.
I'd love to see this in better formats, high games. Showing teamwork makes the dream work.
It's spot on, and see how pumped they all are. They've had a great time working together as a team. They've kept the energy high, and as a result of that, they've been able to make a great comeback against KBC. So their final combined score, SIB's final combined score was 466. KBC are still working on their second game at the minute, whilst LTV have finished with a 215 game with combined of 2 games of 428, whilst SEL continues to finish their game. So by the look of things in the format, I'm hoping that I'm correct. We're having SIB go through to the final as well as LTV.
Yes, we have. Definitely going to be a good show between SIB and LTV.
Totally agree with you on that one, Nick. I think they're both lined up. They've both been firing strikes, and they've been stringing them as well, which is seeing some really exciting scores. And it's bringing the centre alive at the minute. So really, really great and awesome to see.
I appreciate that spares and matches. Just look at LTV. They had 4 spares in the match and came away for 200. And lovely finish by KBC. For the game, they finished on a 184. Total pinfall for 2 games of 388. Not enough to defeat SIB.
And then just to keep everyone up to date, SCL finished with 168, and their combined 2-game score was 348, which unfortunately wasn't enough for them to pip Vanessa and co.
Okay, so fourth, third place getters. Chris Craven, Clayton Fong, Big Coat, and Vanessa Hagen, Tyler. No longer around, sorry. Sophie and Lee Lachlan, equal third. We're on the license from that. So we'll move to the finals. So you guys will jump across to 14, and winners from 14 will go across to 15. So there's no warm-up. We'll just go straight into the match. Just remember your legal fault needs to change. What last game was.
There you go.
I think we're having a change in the commentary position as well, are we? Ryan. We'll get Ryan just to join the commentary, so him and Morgan. I think Morgan's names. Bad luck there. Right, so what's your names are on, your team names are in. Good luck in the high scorers for the final, 2-game final. Just get them all over 2 games. Good luck.
Okay, everyone, so our grand final for TPL Next Gen is about to begin. Nick has stepped away for a moment, and I am now joined by Tempin Bowling Australia's new interim CEO, Ryan Edgar.
G'day everyone, thanks for having me. So, first games were pretty good. A couple of kids were going light into the pocket, but aside from that, they were doing fantastic. Lots of good spares.
LTV have just started with a beautiful strike from Vanessa. And we've got a lovely spare from Sophie from SIB. LTV working on a double now. This is quite an exciting matchup because both teams have been bowling really, really well over the weekend. And we can see that both have been striking and sparing quite nicely.
Great shot by Blade there. I think he's using the IQ 78U with his 2 hands, overpowering this pattern, shooting love signs to the crowd on the right-hand side. Vanessa on lane 14. Hyping up the team with a great strike, throwing the absolute power, I believe.
One thing that I'm absolutely loving about this final right now is that we've got an equal 50-50 split in regards to girls and boys. And the girls out here, obviously biased, female myself, the girls, they're all doing great. The boys are doing great as well, but I love seeing that in a situation like this that we've got equal representation from all athletes.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. So we've got Vanessa, Sophie and Isabel repping the girls, and Blade, Tyler and Levi repping the boys. I'm also, as a one-handed bowler, quite partial to to the young fella. I believe that's Tyler. Throwing his one-handed shot and leaving something for the two-handers out there.
So quick score rate update for everyone. LTV is now in the... Oh, I've got to figure out what frame it is for a second. We'll wait for the screens to appear again. LTV is sitting with 4 in a row at the minute. They're about to bowl their 8th frame, but in the 7th, it's 145 sitting on a double. Unfortunate shot just there. SIB though are in the 5th frame with open, and it's 96. So right now LTV are currently in the lead. Beautiful strike from Blade just then.
Complex one here, the 1-2-4-6-10. Oh, it just leaves that 10 pin. That puts the LTV at 168 in the 8th with an open. And they're a little bit ahead of SIB at the moment, so hopefully Sophie can chuckle 10 here and then get back on track. Oh. That's a little unlucky. That's going to be a tough one, the 4-5-7.
Beautiful strike from LTV there. Loving seeing the teamwork and the excitement from all of the players today.
Oh, very close from Sophie there to spare that one up. If I'm seeing correctly, I don't think Vanessa has missed yet, and I hope that's not commentator's curse, but she's throwing it great.
The strike in the first frame with the 10th for Vanessa, and I believe Ryan's spot on. Quick score update again. SIB are currently on an open in the 8th with 133. Vanessa from LTV has just gotten another strike in the 10th frame, so it's sitting on a double there. If she gets another strike, they will finish with a 228 game. So let's hope for that.
Play definitely got away with that one there. It looked like it came lots of forward roll and way out there, 4 or 5 board, and brought it straight back into the pocket and got a little bit lucky. Just to remind everyone at home, this is a 2-game total, so all the strikes, all the pins, definitely helpful. It's not match play. We're going for total pinfall. .228 from LTV. Vanessa not missing once.
Beautiful 6-10 spare from Sophie. Working on a spare. If in the 10th frame here, Sophie gets a strike, we are looking at a possible 173 game, which means there'll be potentially, if I can do the math on the spot, 55 pins difference. What do we got here? Beautiful strike from Sophie. Yeah, so SIB finished with 173. And there is that 50 pin difference there. So all the strikes and all the spares are going to count going into game 2 of our TPL Next Gen grand final. I can't stress enough how exciting it is to see our next generation of athletes out here playing in this format, having a really great time, getting behind each other as a team. It just seems like a lot of fun. It makes me want to be bowling.
Yeah, I agree. There's actually a fair few people here watching as well, which is great to see, supporting our junior bowlers and youth bowlers through this. Another great shot from Blade. Also giving a little spiciness to the other pair. I think he's keen to go big on this one.
I think both teams mean business at the minute based on some of those looks before. Oh. Unlucky miss from Sophie. Beautiful spare there from LTV.
With that 55 pin deficit from SIB, they're really going to want to be closing all their frames. Any extra strikes are obviously going to help catch up, but 55 is a lot to get back in Baker. You see these kids feeding off each other, working on their strikes. If they can start stringing them together, just like LTV did last game, it's going to be hard to catch. Isabel with a 10 pin and Vanessa with the 4-7 spare coming up.
A great spare from LTV there. We're now keeping a pretty even pace with our frames. The previous games, the guys have gone ahead, but now they've really dialed into that finals mode, and they're going frame for frame with each other. Beautiful strike from Blade. And also a beautiful strike from LTV as well. The competition is really on, but who could blame them? They have the inaugural TPL Next Gen title on the line. Strike from Sophie from SIB.
6-pin spare for Isabel. That's a nice one to make. That team's back on track with 2 strikes and a spare for 96 in the 6th, working on a spare. And Vanessa coming up in the 6th frame for LTV.
Beautiful strike again from Vanessa there. Really getting excited and into it. As Nick Rakovic and myself earlier were talking about how sparing and closing your frames is going to be so critical and so important with this one. SIB are really going to have to keep things nice and tight to catch up pinfall wise. But another beautiful strike there from Blade, sorry. Another strike from Sophie. The high fives in that team are getting louder and louder.
Yeah, it's coming down to crunch time, so your spares are very important here for anything that's not a strike. Lots of support behind SIB at the moment. This is make or break time coming into the 10th. For those at home, 166 in the 9th, working on 3 in a row. And LTV 1 frame behind, but 156 in the 8th on a spare. I think this is for Blade to go through a perfect game for himself, not missing once with that IQ 78U. Just chopping out the 10 every single time. Overpowering that pattern, the 2 hands, the youth coming through, overpowering all the patterns, to be honest. And it's good to see. And Vanessa, definitely the hype child for LTV.
SIB have bowled incredibly well throughout the entire TPL Next Gen competition. So we are quite close in regards to scores. Another beautiful strike from Blade.
So I think looking at the scores here, before we finish the frames, we have 389 total pinfall for the 2 games for SIB. And for LTV, 422 with the 9 spares still to come. So a bit of a victory lap for LTV here. And I guess first winners of the inaugural TPL Next Gen here at the High-Performance Centre, sponsored by AGL.
What a beautiful showing from all bowlers this afternoon. I think no matter what happens with SIB today, they can walk away with their heads held high. That 290 game in the semi-finals was absolutely beautiful to see. And even now, the rate these guys are stringing their strikes is beautiful. And a great finish from Blade just then with another strike. So SIB finished with a 226 game with a total pinfall of waiting for the screen. Total pinfall of 399, and LTV finished with a 206 game and a total pinfall of 434.
Yeah, surprisingly in the end, not that much in it. Second and third frame from SIB, spares there, and maybe a kick on a pesky 10 fin in the sixth for I think it was Isabel, or a 6 pin, sorry, from Isabel. Would have had that a little bit different, but LTV, winners of the inaugural TPL Next Gen. Lots of support from the crowd, and thanks everyone for listening along.
Yeah, I think that's a big thank you. I'm Morgan James, and that was Ryan Edgar, the new interim CEO of Tenby Bowling Australia. We're going to hang up the commentary boots right now and hand over to In Centre whilst they do the final presentation. Thanks, everyone.
So there we have it, TPL Next Gen. First ever TPL Next Gen is done busted for 2024. So some great bowling in the finals in particular. 290 game, the semi-final, up there. What pin was it left? 2 old first frame. 10 pin. I'm sure you're going to watch it back and you'll have many YouTube bowlers and then we're going to do that. There you go. Right, so without further ado, we've got some medals for our top 3 places. So we've got equal third, with obviously the bowing out of the semi-finals. We have Moni from Brisbane Athlete, Bruce Craven, Clayton Pond, and the Big Plates. And the team from North Queensland, Sophie Reeves, Emily Starkey, and Lachlan Hembrow. With the family pros now. Second, silver medals. Okay, second place. Incredible final, went down to the wire from Townsville. So second is Sophie Jones, Isabel Warwalk, and Blade. And now, TPL Next Gen champions for 2024. They got the medal and the trophy there. Ryan, it's a trophy for each of them. From first, okay, Gold Coast, I guess they're based from it. Vanessa Hannigan, Ashmore. Okay, sorry, I've been corrected. Well, that was on the Gold Coast, but that's okay. Vanessa Hannigan, Tyler Clarkson. There we have it, everybody. TPL Next Gen champions for 2024. One final round of applause. Thank you for supporting the event. I know it's the first time we've had it. I mentioned it before, the Baker format is becoming much more popular on an international stage. It was mentioned a couple of times in the previous World Youth Championships. It was done on Baker format. The team that has just recently been selected to go into Korea will bowl Baker doubles, Baker teams, so it's very much something that we need to do more of over the next year or two so that we remain competitive on the international stage. So I'm sure that we'll be back bigger and better next year in terms of the TPL Next Gen. So thank you very much for supporting the event. Have a good night on the Sunshine Coast, and we'll see you all for a new competition starting tomorrow, the Championships. Okay. Check in at 8:30 for the first one. little bit different to normal is that once you check in, we'll put the lane door up for every squad, so you make it become a line-up. You just need to changes to masters. If you do the masters entry, you can do them online and pay online to attend the results. Our partner there, make sure you do that. That'll make the process easier tomorrow. But other than that, good luck for the rest of the week, and congratulations again to our champion team. Thank you very much.